Overfishing. Overfishing is when fish or other marine animals are caught a lot at a time, leaving them no time to reproduce. If they don't reproduce, the numbers of fish will go down and will lose their main source of food. Over 3/4 of the Earth's surface is covered by ocean. The ocean has 80% of life on Earth, which we use every day. We fish to have a good time, and we also need them as a primary source of food. But people are starting to overfish, and it has been proven that if we don't do something now, in 40 years we will be out of fish. Some of the ocean's largest and fastest predators are going to disappear if the catching rate of fish doesn't decrease. The only good thing is that the Coast Guard, police, and management have helped increase the population of fish. They've done this by checking boats and limiting the number of fish that can be caught. Bad news is up to 27 million tons of fish are thrown out each year. Sustainable fishing. Some things that we need in order to sustain our necessities for fish would be to do two things: to have a clean ocean and a strong source of seafood. The thing is, there are millions of fishers that catch fish every day to sell to markets. But sustainable fishing is a way to guarantee there will be lots of populations of ocean and freshwater fish for the future. For thousands of years, families and communities have fished, and up until recently, it hasn't been a problem. Fishing sustainably is a way to be able to still fish, and it ensures that the populations remain for the future. A way to do this is by spearfishing, or you can cast net. Spearfishing is mainly popular in Florida and Hawaii. Cast netting is popular to the native Hawaiians. Or there's another option: just eat less fish, because basically at this point every single fish counts. Aquaculture. Since there is 9 billion people in the world, we are beginning to see population growth. We need more intake of food. We also need more healthy food, so most people will go to fish as a first resort. The thing is, everyone wants to be healthy, and they want fish. There's just one problem. We're taking in more than we're getting, but there's also a way to fix that problem: by farming and breeding these fish, which is known as aquaculture. They can be grown in ponds, but scientists have found that the best way for fish to grow is through tanks. People also do this for plants, but mainly for fish. This is the fastest way to grow fish. We've gotten nearly 50% of the world's fish from this. Over these few years, this has been very helpful. If we didn't have this way of growing fish, our source of fish would be even more limited than it is today. Sustainable fishing could be what helps save fish, because in the next decade, it has been said that aquaculture will go up by 33%. The University of Wisconsin, also known as Sea Grant, has played a big role in creating new technologies for the seafood industry, allowing us to be able to make things such as aquaculture come to life, and it also made seafood processing safe, which has made us rely less on importing seafood from other countries. Basically, it has solved many problems that we haven't had answers to. Since fish are one of our main sources of food, if we lose them, we will be impacted greatly, because we will have to turn to other things to eat besides one fish. To be healthy, we would have to probably take in more amounts of another source of food, such as vegetables, to get the same amount of protein that we get from eating just one fish. But it's not just us, because not only will we have to resort to eating something else, but the animals that would eat those fish are going to find smaller things to eat. But they'll have to intake more of those, and it'll eventually lead to the other animals becoming extinct. Or the larger animals will die off due to not having enough food to eat. It'll create a mess in the food chain.